Boom, boom. WWE questions. Freaking out. Boxing questions, UFC questions. This might be your way to punch your ticket to WrestleMania. Who knows? Either way, come into the cage, the steel cage with me on Thursday night. All right? And if you guys really want to be in the know, make sure to tune into our RTF tailgates. Those happen on Facebook Live before all the shows coming up this week. We'll go live around 7 p.m. Eastern. All right? So follow Reward the Fan on Facebook. Do not miss those. Woo, I gotta catch my breath. That's a jam-packed week. And it all starts right now with all of you who are playing, including Pookie1902. I told you on Instagram you get a shout out, so thanks for playing with us while you're watching Fastlane tonight. James2464, Cake Girl, B Stay Cool, and K Simmons. All you guys, appreciate you being here tonight. Let's find out just how big our crew is in total tonight. Taking a look at my scoreboard, more than 3,100 of you are like Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania coming up and ready to throw down. Are we ready to throw down here? Get our questions started? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Here's question 1. How are points mainly scored in football? Goals, touchdowns, or home runs? So how do you score points in American football, primarily? And we like to start you off a little bit easy, right? So don't think that we're trying to trick you here. It's a straightforward question. I know football season's already passed, well, at least the NFL and the NCAA. I don't think anyone's really watching the AAF anymore. But that was a fun week when people were. So in football, check it, right? There's safeties you can score. You can score extra points, 2-point conversions, field goals, yeah. But the primary way, the main way that you score points in the sport of American football is by getting into that end zone and scoring those touchdowns. Throw them up. Yeah, you know it. Worth 6 points, obviously. Everybody loves seeing a lot of those in any given game. I love seeing that a lot of you took that one to the house. Check it out. Yeah, almost 2,800. We knew that was going to be a nice way to warm things up for tonight, right? So do your little touchdown dance, dirty bird, whatever your thing is. And let's go to question 2. Which of these is the name of a real Broadway show? Avenue Y, Avenue D, or Avenue Q? And there are lots of lettered avenues here in New York, where we emanate from. You got Avenue A in Alphabet City in Manhattan, and that's where it starts. Then there's all those lettered avenues in Brooklyn, if you know about it. So the successful Broadway music. But the 2004 Tony winner for Best Musical, Score, Book actually went off the beaten path a little bit. That's because those guys chose the name of a street that actually doesn't exist. But it once did. I'll tell you that in a second. First, your answer, it's Avenue Q. All right, you guys want a quick story here? Mike's story time for the... Whoa, actually, no, we're going to put a poll on the story. Because, guys, I'm looking at the stats now. So many of you thought it was Avenue D, 1,200 plus, and almost 400 thought it was Avenue Y. Avenue Q, it's like one of the most famous shows of all time. You guys, that totally blew my mind. Wow. All right, you guys... Yeah, fan fumble. All right, I can call it, right? Fan fumble on that one. I was not expecting that. I thought we were going to give you guys another nice, easy one coming in, but I guess the Broadway, the heads aren't out tonight. You guys, maybe more some sports, more some music questions coming up. Story time. After Teddy Roosevelt's son, Quentin, was shot down in World War I over France, didn't make it, New York renamed Avenue Q as Quentin Road. All right, so you learn something new every day, right? All right, none of that will help you, though, with question 3. But hopefully that mind will. Let's go to it. And also, shout out to Penguin J Ma. This one's for you. Question 3. Which of these colors is not in the NHL logo? Black, silver, or hot pink? Now, you've been asking for those hockey questions. I know, Penguin Ma, so we're here to help you out. The NHL has used its current logo since the 05-06 season. That's 13 long years ago. They've only had 3 logos ever in league history. There was the original one from 1917 to 1946. Then the next one went to 2005. That was a long one. And that's been it. Same as the NBA. That's been 3 logos. The NFL has had 6 since 1930. Then you've got leagues like baseball, MLB. They've only ever had 1. It's never changed. Now, those leagues all have red, white, and blue logos. The NHL has silver and black. And that's it. So your answer is hot pink. I'm curious to see if any of you guessed that. No, all right. It's only a few of you guessed black and silver. A lot more of you made up for that Avenue Q stumble with your hot pink. Though, hey, it could be a fresh new look for the league. Think about it, Batman. All right, a score update. Yeah, more than 1,600 of you Got that one, and you can now think about our next question. Here's Q4. Which band had their first #1 hit in 1998 with I Don't Want to Miss a Thing? The Beatles, Aerosmith, or Queen? As I roll my sleeves up, we're getting down to business here tonight. The first and only #1 hit for this group. Now, those are all legendary, like Hall of Fame bands, right? Those three. But the band we're looking for, it's true, never had a #1 hit before 1998 or after. This song was it. Even though they had 21 of their songs reach the top 40, and 9 of them hit #1 on the rock charts. The Beatles had, I think the official number was like 1 million or something like that, #1, so it's not them. Queen only had 2 #1s in the U.S. themselves, but they hit the top of the charts way before 1998. Your answer is all we have left. Aerosmith. Yeah, all the other songs, Dream On, Janie's Got a Gun, never #1. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Literally, their only chart topper. I never want you guys to miss anything either, all right? Which is why I have one more reminder for you tonight. Now, we are less than a month away from our Superfan game. Guys, I've announced this a couple times already, and I still cannot believe it. April 7th, 8 p.m. Eastern, one lucky winner will receive free tickets from us for a whole year. That's $500 in reward dollars monthly coming to you. That adds up to $6 grand worth of free tickets across all 12 months. Can you think of a better way to spend your year? I don't think so. So how do you win? Well, 2 options. One, you can, of course, play the game that night, like always, get all the questions right, and then get into the lotto at the end, like any game. Or you can also use those Superfan stars, that's what I talked about earlier, to get automatic entry. So even if you don't get all questions right that day, you'll still be in the lotto. 60 Superfan stars is what you need before April 7th. You get a star for every game you play, yada, yada, yada. We give away a bunch all the time, 2 for Tuesdays, 5 of them tomorrow night. It's all great, all right? So good luck to that. But good luck as well tonight as we get back to our game. Here's Q5. Deke is an ice hockey term that comes from what word? Decoy, deck of cards, or double dunk? It's also what I do with my Oreos. Even if you're not a hockey fan, maybe you're a fan of iconic 90s movies, right? And if you are, I'm sure you've seen The Mighty Ducks. If you haven't, well, I know what you're streaming on HBO tonight after this game's over. It was the Triple Deke, right? You remember that? Gordon Bombay made it famous, even though it failed him in his big moment of need as a kid. But then once Charlie Conway got to try it for the state title, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but guys, it's a Disney movie. So, I mean, figure it out. But the old regular standard deke comes from the word decoy, because that's what a deke is. You fake somebody out one way, deke them the other. That's how it works. No deking the more than 1,200 of you who either really know your hockey or your Emilio Estevez movies. Either way, you're a winner in my book. And on to Q6. Which of these songs was released in 2018? Thank You Next by Ariana Grande, Stir Fry by Migos, or Bodak Yellow by Cardi B? Why didn't we make Cardi B answer choice B? It's like a missed opportunity for us, I think. Anyway, these are all awesome songs. They're all super popular, and they're all pretty recent, right? This is a little bit of a tricky question, too, though, because now, when a song is released, it could be very different from when it finally hits the charts or it breaks through on the radio. So we based this question on the official release dates of these singles. And when you think about that, only one of those 3 songs technically came out last year. 2 of them came out in 2017, but our answer is still number 7 on the Billboard charts right now in 2019. I feel like Doctor Strange, we're all over the place. All right, let's get back to business here. Your answer is Thank You Next. Wow, another tough question, though. Most of you got this one right, but over 350 of you thought it was Bodak Yellow. No, guys, that came out so long ago, 2017. Thank You Next came out November of this past year. Single did. The album came out this year. It's a lot, I know, to get wrapped around, but that's exactly what happened, all right? That was a bit of a tough one, but we're making you earn it as we move on to question 7. Which team hired the first full-time female assistant coach in NBA history? The Spurs, the Bulls, or the Cavaliers? And the woman in question is Becky Hammon. She had a 16-year career as a player in the WNBA for New York and San Antonio before she got into coaching. And then a year after retiring as a player, she was hired by Greg Popovich, maybe the name rings a bell, and his staff to join their crew in the NBA. Now, there was one female NBA assistant on record before this, Lisa Goyer. She helped coach the Cavs in 2001, but she was not paid, and it was not a full-time position. The team that finally gave a female coach a full-time gig with an actual salary, very much deserved, was the San Antonio Spurs. That's a nice little commute for Becky Hammon because she ended her playing career in San Antonio. Now she coaches there, so that worked out. All right, things are also working out for the 600 of you who got that right and survived those back-to-back tough ones. Now, you're just 3 questions away from walking away a champ tonight. Here's our next one. Question 8. Finish the song title by Ava Max. Sweet but blank. Crazy, psycho, or salty? Am I allowed to sing it a little bit? They don't like when I sing it here. Oh, she's sweet, but... I also have a sore throat I'm dealing with today, so don't judge me on that. I wouldn't be answering this question then if I filled in the lyrics. So the song's a personal favorite here in the RTS studios. We play it a lot. And it's an example of what I was talking about before. It came out August of last year, but it only hit the U.S. Hot 100 chart in January. It's at its peak position right now, so it's still going up. It's reached number 1 in 17 different countries already, so I guess Latvia, Finland, and Belgium were onto something good way before us when they knew that Sweet But Psycho was an awesome jam. Yeah, pretty great accomplishment for a 25-year-old from Milwaukee. No psychos here, only 367 of you who are still marching on after that one. Let's get you right to Q9. Where will the 2019 Pitchfork Music Festival take place? Chicago, Detroit, or Minneapolis? Some good Midwestern cities here. Now let's run through all the details. When? July 19th through the 21st. What? 42 different artists and groups performing over those 3 days. Who? It includes Haim, the Isley Brothers, Robin, among lots of others. 42, like I told you. Why? Well, to jam out, obviously. How? With their hands, I guess. I don't know. The big question, though, is where? Where's it going to take place? Well, it'll be the same place the festival has taken place every year since it started, back in 2006. That's Union Park in the great city of Chicago. That is where the Pitchfork Festival will take place this year. Minneapolis swerved you guys again. We have had some tough ones for you tonight. Now, Chicago was the right answer, and more than half of you, almost all of you, did not know that. 154 of you did, though, so congratulations on knowing that. Hey,